Always a pleasure to have as a special guest. What's your name again?
Svetlana Dvoretskaia. How about that?
See, I didn't want to try the pronunciation. You're here so often. I know your name. I'm just teasing you. Svetlana Dvoretskaia is involved with Show One Productions, and you've brought so many marvelous entertainments to our doorstep in recent months, in recent years. And the one that we're going to talk about today is unique. It's a combination of dancing, acting, and real passion. It's called Poor Liza.
That's right.
And it brings together a Bolshoi Ballet dancer, a famous Russian actress,
Yes.
and a great, great story. Let's start with the love story by an author named Nikolai Karamzin.
Absolutely.
What's it all about?
Well, you know what? It's a love story that's been written in the 19th century. We all, learned it at school. But fortunately or unfortunately, it's a classic story that definitely applies to nowadays, and many centuries after we gone, it's going to be still applicable because it's a love story about betrayal, social conflict, real love, and the possibility for this love to survive when the social circumstances apply. It's the story between the poor girl and the aristocrat. And unfortunately, despite all the passion and all the emotion and all the real meanings of the word love that was going on between them, it couldn't work out because of the social pressure.
A timeless story.
A timeless story.
Love found, love lost.
Absolutely. And it's applicable to any of us because, we probably at any point of our lives, we've experienced either part of this story or, so it's everyone can feel that.
Some on more than one occasion.
Absolutely.
The story by Nikolai Karamzin will star an actress whose name is new to me, but apparently she is a major star
Very
in
famous,
Russia, an honored artist named Chulpan Khamatova. Tell us about her.
Beautiful, yeah. Well, Chulpan Khamatova, and she's actually, since you got that release, she already became a People's Artist of Russia, which is the highest honor for the people, for the actors and musicians that you can get in Russia. And
she's
only
stage actor or movies or both?
She's both, and she's only 37, and she's one of those very multi-talented individuals because yes, she does movies, she does theater, she was trained as a figure skater and at some point as a dancer, and she also does some major work in terms of the charitable work, which I want to talk about it a little bit later. But I just wanted to say that in the history of the theater, it's been known that ballet dancers, they try themselves in the drama theater, and just recent production of Baryshnikov that's going to play in the Lincoln Center Festival, where he plays, he takes the lead role in the performance, and there's some other cases been known,
but very seldom does
very
a ballet dancer have a spoken word role.
Absolutely, but even more seldom, and I personally recall only one production with the famous French actress Juliette Binoche, who did the experiment work with the very famous choreographer Akram Khan. And that was only one production, at least that to my knowledge, that I know where the actress took the dancer role. And I know it was very, very difficult for her. And it's, according to Chulpan, this is one of her most complicated and difficult roles in the theater. But she does it extraordinary.
Now there is no spoken word
no
dialogue.
Spoken word.
This is a ballet.
It's a ballet. It's a modern dance, and it's a modern music by the modern composer Leonid Desatnikov, and he's known in the Western world mostly for his collaboration with Gidon Kramer,
an artist who we play very, very often.
Exactly, yeah. But it's the whole. It's the language of dance, it's a language of emotions, it's a language of facial expressions. And it's all also put because despite the story being written in the 19th century. It's happening in the modern world, and these two people meet in a contemporary movie theater. And we have, multimedia set on stage. We're bringing, containers and containers of equipment from Russia to set it up exactly how the choreographer wanted it to be. And the choreographer actually also a very famous person, Alice Segalova, who's done lots of great work.
Let's talk a bit about our Bolshoi Ballet star who's going to be an actor.
Sure.
His name is Andrei Merkuriev.
Andrei Merkuriev, yeah. He's a principal dancer with Bolshoi, and obviously, of course, he plays a Rust. And he gave a lot of interviews about how difficult it was for him to actually play with the actress, because he thought it's going to be extremely challenging due to, they didn't know how competitive the dancing is going to be. And usually, just in his recent interview, he said, when we work in a ballet stage, right, we train to make very accelerated, exaggerated facial expressions, right? Because we have to be seen from, it's a big stage,
There's
et
no
cetera,
dialogue.
et cetera. There is no, and it was a huge transformation for him to actually learn how to act in a drama play, and how to be compatible with such an amazing actress as Chulpan. So it was a very, very long rehearsal period, but now it's one body, one organism.
It's already won awards in Russia, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it won awards in Russia. It's won a few awards in European festivals, and it's going to be shown in other festivals as well.
This other side of the actress, Chulpan Khamatova, she received a Nobel Prize nomination, the nomination coming from none other than Mikhail Gorbachev.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us that story.
Yeah. Chulpan Khamatova, she's only, she's a young person, and she was one of the very few people in Russia who actually started the charitable foundation. Her and her co-founder, also an actress, Dina Korzun, they started this charity where they help and provide medical support for sick children
who can't afford that.
And she's been doing a wonderful, fantastic job in that. And like I said, she was one of the very few, because that part in Russia is still not quite developed. The charitable habits are not quite there. So she was one of the leaders in that aspect. And that foundation helped thousands of children. And that's why she was nominated by Michael Gorbachev, nominated to receive the Nobel Prize. We don't know if she's going to receive it, hopefully. But yes, it's
quite a story.
Yeah.
And she will be here on Wednesday, June 13th. And it's going to be at the John Bassett Theatre in the Metro Toronto Convention Centre. That's at 255 Front Street West. Only one night, one chance.
It's only one night, because then they're moving to United States. They have another 2 performances in New York and one in Boston. So, we have no time to keep them here, unfortunately.
Get your tickets before they're gone. You can either telephone 416-737-6785. I will repeat that, 416-737-6785. Or go to show1productions.ca. Online, www.show1productions.ca. Svetlana Dvoretskaia, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Again.